I remember that season clearly. The harmattan winds had just begun to blow, carrying dust and dryness through our village. Umuez. It was the kind of cold that cracked your heels and whitened your lips. The farms were dry, the streams shallow, and hunger was a visitor in many homes, including that of Mama Njideka and her daughters, Brenda and Belinda now. I knew that family everyone in Umuez did. Mama Njideka was a proud woman. Too proud, if you ask me. Ever since her husband died mysteriously during a land dispute, she had changed. Her heart became stone, her words knives, especially toward her younger daughter, Belinda. Brenda, the elder one, was her favorite. A beauty, yes, but with eyes that knew more than they should. She lived in the city, only came home when she needed to escape men's trouble. But Belinda, that girl had the spirit of a woman twice her age, obedient, quiet, always doing chores, carrying firewood, helping old women cross the muddy footpaths. But no one noticed her, except me. And the Yam Man. The Yam Man. It began one morning when Mama Njideka shouted Belinda's name like thunder. "Belinda, useless girl, go to the farm and bring back yams. If I don't see 10 tubers before nightfall, you will sleep outside." I was at my doorstep, peeling a goosey when I heard. The neighbors turned their heads but said nothing. Everyone knew better than to interfere in that house. Belinda carried her basket and left. No complaint, no tear. She walked the red earth road toward the family farm near the edge of A4 stream. Hours passed. The sun climbed and fell. The sky turned orange, then indigo. Still, no Belinda. It was just before evening when I saw her return, without the yams. Her face was dusty, her wrapper torn at the edge, her eyes wide like someone who had seen a spirit. Mama Njideka didn't even wait for her to explain. "Where are the yams? You ate them, Abi. Or you sold them to boys for Suya." Brenda, who had returned home just the day before, watched from the side, chewing ground nuts. Like it was a show, Belinda didn't answer. She went straight into their small backyard hut and closed the door. That night, she didn't eat, but I did not sleep. I kept thinking about the look in that girl's eyes. 3 days passed. Then one of the small boys from the stream came running to my compound. "Mama Chizoba, come and see oh. There is a man hiding in Mama Njideka's yam barn." I tied my wrapper tight and followed the boy. We arrived to see a crowd, women holding their breasts in shock, men scratching their heads, and Mama Njideka holding a broom like a weapon. There, crouched behind some old baskets of dried cocoyam, was a man, young, with bandaged ribs and blood-soaked rags. Belinda stood protectively in front of him, shielding him like a lioness. "If you beat him, beat me too," she said. You should have seen the confusion the elders were called. I was among them. The man's name was Chuka. He was from Umuchu, a neighboring village. He had escaped an ambush by thieves near the river road and collapsed near Belinda's farm. She found him unconscious. No money, no weapon, just wounds and hunger. She could have walked away, but instead, she gave him water, hid him under palm fronds, fed him gari soaked in stream water for 3 days, risked her mother's wrath, risked shame, all to save a stranger. Mama Njideka was furious. "You want to disgrace me? So this is what you do in the farm, hide men like rats." She slapped Belinda, but Chuka stood up, wincing in pain, and said something I'll never forget. "If this girl had not helped me, I would be dead. Let any of you cast the first stone, if you have never hidden truth for survival." That day, the village was divided. Some called Belinda foolish, others, including me, called her brave Brenda. For once, had nothing to say. 2 weeks later, Chuka's people came. Turns out, he was no ordinary man. He was the son of a respected herbalist in Umuchu. He had been delivering medicine to a sick chief when he was attacked. He asked to stay in Umuez a while longer, not just to heal, but to learn. from Belinda. They are married now, living in a clean compound near the health center. Belinda is learning to be a nurse. Chuka teaches local boys how to make medicine from leaves and roots. Mama Njideka still grumbles, but her voice is softer these days. As for Brenda, well, she doesn't visit as often. So you see, my child, when yams cost freedom, what was lost was not the tubers. What was found was a life, and a future no one expected. That is how it happened. I was there. I saw it with these old eyes.